This week in Parshas Voeschanon, the Torah tells us in Perek Daled Pasuk Chavei, Ki soilid bonim u bnei bonim, when a person has children and grandchildren, v'nei shantem ba'aretz, and he becomes old in the land. The Torah goes on to describe the terrible things that such a person can do. V'asisem pesel tmunas kol, v'asisem hora b'einei Hashem, you do terrible badness in Hashem's eyes. La'achisoi, to unfortunately anger Hashem. And the question is, what's the connection? Because a person has children and grandchildren, he does bad in Hashem's eyes. What does this mean? And the answer is in the words v'nei shantem. V'nei shantem means that a person has grown old. That means and implies that he's become so accustomed to the gifts that Hashem has given him, he no longer appreciates those very gifts. He has children, he has grandchildren, he has so much to be thankful for. But yet, he's become old. He's grown old. He just continues going without stopping for a moment to thank Hashem. There was a blind boy sitting at the top of a staircase in a railway station. And he had a cup in front of him collecting money. And there was a sign saying, "I'm blind. Please can you help?" And there was a man who was watching the scene, and he saw that hardly anyone donated money. Every so often, maybe every half an hour or so, somebody came and gave a few pennies, but the cup was hardly getting full, and he had compassion. So he took the sign and he turned it around and he scribbled some words. He put it back in its place and he left. He came back at the end of the day and he noticed that the cup was over full. So much money, so many more people had given. And the blind boy who was sitting there recognized the footsteps of this fellow and says, "Excuse me, are you the one who wrote something on my sign?" And he admitted it. He said, "Yes." So the blind boy turned to him and said, "Could you tell me what you wrote?" He said, "I'll tell you what I wrote. I wrote that today is a beautiful day. I just can't see it. I conveyed the sign from what you wrote of being blind to something that shows people and conveys the message to be grateful for those people that can see." You know, so many times in our lives, we have situations that come up. We have lives sometimes full of troubles, trials and tribulations. It's so easy to see our problems, but what we have to do is concentrate on the good, to have gratitude, to have a hakaras hatov. Don't grow old with life. Hashem gave us the gift of 86,400 seconds today. Have you used just one of them to thank Him? Have a beautiful Shabbos.